My son, stop negotiating with yourself. That negotiation is the quiet place where your power leaks out of you every day. You don't lose your life in dramatic moments. You lose it in small internal bargains you make when no one is watching. I'll do it later. Just this once. I deserve a break. I'll start tomorrow. Those sentences sound harmless. They are not. They are not decisions. They are withdrawals from your authority. Every time you negotiate with yourself, you teach your nervous system one thing. My word is flexible under pressure. And once your word becomes flexible, nothing else is stable. Most men think their problem is laziness. It isn't. Your problem is that you keep reopening decisions that should already be closed. You wake up each day with the same arguments, the same internal debates, the same friction. That friction is exhausting, not because the work is hard, but because you are fighting yourself. A man with authority does not argue with himself constantly. He decides once, then he executes. Negotiation is not self-compassion. It is avoidance disguised as kindness, and your nervous system knows the difference. Here is what is actually happening psychologically. When you negotiate with yourself, you are trying to relieve short-term discomfort at the cost of long-term trust. Discomfort shows up. Your system looks for escape. Negotiation becomes the bridge. The moment you say, just this once, dopamine spikes. Relief arrives, and your nervous system records the pattern. Pressure leads to collapse. That record compounds. Over time, your system stops giving you access to motivation, confidence, and decisiveness. Why would it? You've trained it that decisions don't hold. This is why discipline feels heavy. This is why you hesitate. This is why you overthink. You don't lack willpower. You lack closure. Closure is one of the most underrated masculine skills. Closure means decisions are final, not emotionally, behaviorally. When you decide something, it stops being up for debate. You don't wake up and ask, do I feel like training today? You train. You don't ask, should I scroll for a bit? You don't. You don't negotiate with gravity. You respect it. Your standards should be treated the same way. Negotiation is how standards decay. Slowly, quietly, without drama. No one wakes up one day without integrity. They bargain it away. And here is the hard truth. Your nervous system does not care about your intentions. It only responds to patterns. You can mean well and still be unreliable. And unreliability is what destroys self-trust. Every time you negotiate, you delay becoming someone solid. You stay in flux, and flux feels like anxiety. Men who negotiate with themselves live in a constant state of low-grade tension because nothing is settled. Everything is conditional. Your body never relaxes. This is why calm feels unsafe. Because calm requires certainty, and certainty requires decisions that are honored. Now listen carefully. The opposite of negotiation is not rigidity. It is commitment. Commitment removes choice in advance. You decide while calm, so you don't have to decide while tired. This is why rules matter. Rules are not limitations. They are relief. A rule says, this is already decided. When something is decided, your nervous system can rest. Decision fatigue disappears, and energy returns. This is why highly disciplined men appear calm. They are not constantly negotiating with themselves. Their life is structured around non-negotiables: sleep time, training days, work blocks, boundaries. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on structure. And structure is kindness to the nervous system. Here's something most men miss. Negotiation is addictive. It feels intelligent. It feels nuanced. It feels adult. But it is often fear dressed as flexibility, fear of discomfort, fear of effort, fear of discovering your limits. Negotiation keeps you from finding out who you actually are, because you never let yourself experience full commitment. You always leave the exit door open, and a man who always leaves the door open never settles into power. Now let's get practical. The solution is not to negotiate harder. It's to remove negotiation entirely from certain domains. Choose a few core standards and make them law. Not goals, laws. For example, you train on specific days regardless of mood. You wake at a fixed time regardless of sleep quality. You don't drink alcohol regardless of social pressure. You don't consume pornography regardless of stress. You don't check your phone in the first hour of the day. These are not lifestyle tips. They are authority training. Every time you follow a non-negotiable, you deposit trust. Your nervous system notices. It begins to relax, because it knows you won't abandon yourself under mild discomfort. This is how self-respect is rebuilt, not through affirmations, through obedience to your own word. And yes, this will feel uncomfortable at first, because the part of you that thrives on loopholes will panic. It will say, "You're being too strict. This isn't sustainable. You're missing out." That voice is not wisdom. It is withdrawal. Withdrawal from indecision. Stay with it, because once negotiation stops, something profound happens. Clarity returns. You stop spending energy on internal debate. You free up attention. You move faster. Not because you rush, but because there is no friction. This is why discipline eventually feels freeing. It removes choice fatigue. It removes self-betrayal. It removes the endless back and forth that drains men. A man who does not negotiate with himself becomes predictable, not boring, reliable. Reliable men become trusted by others, by life, by themselves. And trust creates opportunity. Opportunity requires stability. Stability requires commitment. Commitment requires the end of negotiation. So stop bargaining with yourself. Decide once. Close the loop. Execute. Your future self is built on the decisions you stop reopening.